What up, what up to everybody? Oh, excuse me, this is your girl, Larita Rice. And I'm going to just entitle this one, Larita Speaks. And today I just want to first welcome you to my channel, my YouTube channel, Love and Flip Flop. Yes, Love and Flip Flop. Um, what does that mean? That means that you can have love that leads to that path of happiness and joy, or you can have those flip flop relationships that we all have at some point in our life experienced, or maybe even experiencing it right now. I am actually known as a relationship guru, or I specialize in relationship restoration. And, one of the things that's so crazy to me is that it's like always those areas that you are most challenged in that you become an expert in. I was kind of running from this whole thing of dealing with relationships to a degree. Although, I mean, I talk about it quite often when I'm teaching, when I'm preaching, when I'm mentoring, when we are doing uh, life coaching and all of that. Very transparent in my life, because one of the things that I've discovered is that transparency is the key to your deliverance. Do you hear me? Transparency is the key to your deliverance. And if you don't be transparent, you really can't get free. And so a lot of people, of course, wonder, what goes on with me behind the scenes in my personal life, what I have going on. And I'm going to eat me a couple cucumbers while I'm talking. You all see that? But a lot of people, they want to know, what's going on. How do you survive? How do you thrive? Are you dating? Are you in a relationship? And um, I have not per se dated in quite a while. Even in the last relationship that I was in, I really don't consider that dating for real, because it was not it was not really a fruitful relationship. It didn't enhance me spiritually. It like fed my flesh. You understand that? It fed my flesh. It was I hope this phone on my arm getting a little tired, but I hope some things that I say will help you. But it was feeding the flesh, and when I say that, I'm not just talking in regards to sexual activity. I'm saying, sometimes you just want to have somebody to talk to, and whatever the case is, we don't really want to deal with the I want to eat this at some point, but we don't want to deal with the aspect of loneliness. And I really kind of conquered the whole thing with loneliness some time ago. I'm gonna put this down because it don't seem like I'm gonna get to it. But the whole thing with loneliness some time ago, I really enjoy being by myself. I really do. I am considered what, by definition, what they would call an introvert. So I get most of my energy by being by myself. One of the things is that the all of the stuff that God has me doing is interacting with people, preaching, teaching, being on the platforms, whether I'm interviewing people or being interviewed or whatever. All of that stuff involves people, interacting with people. And I absolutely love people. I love family. I love relationship. But I get most of my energy and my quiet time and my thoughts by being by myself. So I love being by myself, and I've maxed my being by myself. But we all desire love. I'm in a point in my life right now where I would like to have a relationship with someone authentic. Somebody that really love you for you, um, and no games, no lies. You can just be yourself. You don't have to hide behind the walls and take your guards down. Whether you can you can actually let your guards down is what I'm trying to say. Um, and I think at some point everybody longs for true love. I don't care how successful you are. I don't care um, how many milestones you have accomplished in your life, how much money you have, how many fans you have, how many followers you have, how many, um, people who are on your jock, on your tail, whatever you have. Everybody wants that real, authentic relationship. For somebody watching me right now, you want to know, how do you get that? One of the things that I've learned is that you really have to be yourself. I was afraid to kind of be myself in relationships because I'm a very spiritual person. Um, I mean, I'm not into anything crazy. I don't practice anything of dark arts or anything like that. But I mean, I'm a spiritual person. I like being in tune with nature. I like being in tune with God. I do believe in God. Um, and I like my spirit connecting with the spirit of the Lord. And so, for me, I found that sometimes it can be overshadowing to a person. Let me try to get this together. Overshadowing to a person who may not be striving to build a spiritual relationship. And for somebody right now, you're probably saying, well, you don't want to be so heavenly bound that you're no earthly good. And I absolutely agree. I do believe that you have to have balance in your life. You do have to have balance in your life. And I struggle every day to have balance. I'm a pastor of a church. I'm a single mother. See, now you know. I have two daughters, and you know, I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own business. I've had for several years, and it's a struggle sometimes to have balance because it's like if you meet somebody, do you want to exert the time and energy in the relationship? For one moment in my life, I wanted to actually it was easier to revert to past relationships because they were familiar. But then I found out that we need to let the past be the past. It's the past for a reason. And sometimes we try to rekindle and dig up stuff from the past that God is saying, let the dead bury the dead. Okay. Um, let the dead bury the dead, and you need to focus on embracing the present and maximizing the present. Why? You never know how long it's going to be. I've met some amazing guys. I've met some amazing people. But in my life right now, I want somebody that makes my baby leap. What do I mean? I want somebody that can look into my eyes and know that I'm hurting or I'm trying to hide behind something, and they're not intimidated by it, but they are willing to go the extra mile with me. I read a Mimi, I guess that's what you call them, but I like to still say picture messages. And it said that everybody that's in your life at some point is going to hurt you. But you have to make the decision on basically who you're willing to fight with and fight for. Who's worth the pain that you endure. And I'm not saying being in a abusive relationship. I'm saying that sometimes people, out of hurt, anger, or their own brokenness, hurt people because hurting people hurt people. And um, but that somebody that makes my baby leap. I want somebody that I can talk to um, about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? When I come home or when I'm preparing for a message, I can talk to him about it, and he enjoyed it. One guy I couldn't even really come home and talk about church. I'm like, dang, this is what I do. And what I discovered is that so much of you die. So much of you die when you're in an unequally yoked relationship. What does that mean? You got to be in a relationship with somebody that has the same mind, same spirit, and desire the same things that you do. If you don't, it's a problem, and I just wanted to talk about Jesus. What happened. We don't got to talk about Jesus all day, every day, because I know, you have bills, you have life, you have adventure, you have other things that goes on because we're comprised of our body, our physical, natural side, as well as our spiritual side. But I couldn't even be free with talking about God. And a lot of me died. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm still in the process of recovery. Yeah, every day you're recovering from something. And I'm still recovering to be able to share my feelings um, with the person that I have an interest in or that have an interest with me about the Bible, or can we read the Bible together? Can we study together? Some things you just want to come natural though. You don't want to have to ask those questions, but if you want some things, then sometimes you have to make your request known. That's what the Bible says. Make your request known and let them know. There again, this is just the introduction to some of the things that we're going to be dealing with on Love and Flip Flop. And this is my very first video. And so I'm excited to share my journey with you of love love is real near for me. I feel it. Um, they tell me that, the darkest hour is right before day, and also the other thing is that um, a lot of Ishmaels come before your Isaac. That can become so cliche though, and I almost got really tired of hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Like Ishmael, Isaac kind of stuff. I'm like, oh my God, if somebody else say anything about Ishmael and Isaac, I'm gonna just pop, not snap, but pop. Um, but I have met some amazing people, and what I was gonna say earlier, right before I closed, is that I was afraid to be myself because in being myself, it seemed like it ran people off, and I didn't want. You're trying to build a relationship, so you ain't trying to have people falling off. But I discovered that those that fall off are not meant to be there anyway, and they don't even possess the capacity to hold what's inside of you or grow with you. People say you just grow apart. What that means is that you all are not on the same plane. We choose people that rock our world for now, not for where we're going. So you simply grow apart. And I say to you, don't just choose people for where you are right now, especially if you are in a backslidden state, especially if you know that you are not in your divine place with God. Because guess what? Most likely, those people that come into your life right now are not the ones that you're going to see in your future. When you be your best self, when you be yourself to the fullest, then it will attract all of those that need to be in your life, and it will repel and get rid of all of those that need to live, that need to leave. So until next time, I'm your girl, Larita Rice, Love and Flip Flop. I look forward to our fruitful, um, our productive relationship of learning together on how to date in a godly manner and how to find love God's way. I love you so much, and God bless you.